they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Now inside the 25. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries in the ball game. And you hear it all the time, but that's one of the dangers of the blitz. You get past that first wave, nobody else is there.
And when teams blitz, what they're trying to do is make you lose your poise, lose your timing and your tempo. But when you hold it together, you can really hurt them the other way, getting past that first wave.
Hey, so goes.
On first and 10, it's Bigsby. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point forthcoming. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 19, touch.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Runs through the contact. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Cougar 19. Ready.
2nd down, Pollard again. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. The Titans at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this one, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
70, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Here's Ward. Over the middle, he has a Caldwell. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 35. The first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Let's go. Ready, ready.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Warriors, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
To throw, here's Ward. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. You look at this Jaguar defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he is out of bounds here. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And let's see, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a first down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
It's a gain of 3.
It wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. This to the sideline and over everybody, incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me. You talk about this Titan defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd.
Hey, lie.
Now Lawrence to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the left sideline. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Hey, run. Hey, tomato. Cut.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And they'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Jaguars drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Tag.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Trayvon Walker makes the tackle.
It's 2nd and 8.
Ready up. Ready.
Pollard will take it up the gun. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Start. Panther 60. Panther 60. Warrior 70. Ready.
To throw is Ward. Short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he will have a Titans 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Ready.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Ready. Come on. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
1st down, and it's Pollard again. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's not one guy, it's another with this defense. I mean, this is the #1 unit against the rush in the entire NFL. They know how to cover for each other, and yeah, they've got great players. They also have very dependable players, too.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Let's go. Ready?
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
60 by 6.
Throwing is Ward. He'll complete this one. He'll Concord. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles. 70 Lions. Go.
Throwing now, Ward. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Okay, break.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Ward. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Devin Lloyd, the one to get home and earn that sack.
I know we don't have a special scoreboard to show it, but the offense, they've surrendered more sacks than they have points thus far. This defense, they're winning in all phases of the game right now.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Ward now working out of the gun. Got a man. It's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans have got it back to within a score. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 9. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 74 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Red on red. Son, it's hot. Go, let's go.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence.
That's complete. It's Brian Thomas. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. It's a gain of 34.
A gain of 34 yards. First down, Jaguars.
Red 23. Soga's hot.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. That tackle by Jeffrey Simmons.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Hey, go. Hey, son, that's on top. Here we go, son.
Here's Lawrence.
Oh, man, it's Brown. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 12-yard line.
A gain of 12.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Hey, easy. Route. This one's hot.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And we'll get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Jacksonville.
A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Jaguars have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
Jaguars 21. Titans 7.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
2nd and 10.
Come on. Set. Hiking 18.
Ward.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's intercepted.
And the Jaguars are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He completes it to Hunter. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7.
On red. Hey, Ginger, touch. Silver.
Now Lawrence.
is inside the 25. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Here we go.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
This is hot. Go.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
Oh, look at Thomas wide open. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Center. Dot. 11.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
And it's caught.
And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Let's go.
At the 2-yard line.
Hey, tomato. Dot. Luke.
Now Lawrence.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you figure the field goal team coming on 4th. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports.
Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come back, you're never going to have points back on one drive. But get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now 2nd and 3.
The Spears with enough. And now the ball's out.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out of this 3rd quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime because they're down 2 scores. We got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the first half. Now that urgency falls on their defense because they can't fall down 3 scores. Hope to come back and win this game.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. backfield. He'll get the carry. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 111 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
At the 9-yard line.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. Second and goal from the 1. Will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
To kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Right back to Spears. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply the offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second and 6.
Get it.
Looking to throw. Moore. That's into the hands of Moore. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
And the Titans first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Let's go now.
Working out of the gun here, Ward. Oh, it's intercepted. He's trying to get it to Ridley. And the Jags are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. 2nd 10 coming up here in Nashville, 3rd quarter action.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Second and 2.
Now Lawrence going to move him around a bit. Here's a give to Bigsby. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Haven't been a defense coordinator yet. The thing 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now they'll change things up. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 9 yards that time.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Hey, Ginger.
They're going to keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Hey, kill Tim.
Lawrence. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 39. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
Let's go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Well, Jarius Sneed up to make the play defensively. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners, keep moving it, keep grinding the clock.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Son, this one's hot. Go, let's go. Here we go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Open man, it's Hunter. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Decent 24.
And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. 4th and 2. They got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
On first down, they'll go to the ground. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, number one on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead.
That's complete. It's Josh Riley. Look at the big fella go. How about this? Yeah, he will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Ward. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
To throw, here's Ward. They'll set up the screen for Spears. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. To the air again, Ward. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And the Titans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's good.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
18 Cardinal. Ready.
Spears, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. To throw is Ward. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Tajay Spears from 6 yards away. And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the fourth, they got to be careful.
Well, they definitely do because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Now Lawrence to throw. He's got Thomas yet again complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Open man, this is Brenton Strange, the tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 27-yard line. They're looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out. And we've got them now.
Lawrence will throw. This is caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try to run this one in. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. They'll run again. And this time he is in. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Jags are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
So it's a high five for that one. His 5th rushing touchdown of the game as he draws ever nearer to potentially making a run at an NFL record.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Titans 14.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Out of the gun to give the Spears.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 41-yard line.
Now Ward. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A big play that time for the Titans. 42 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Jaguars are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 7.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Jacksonville.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for the Jaguars, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss.
And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside